Guys, the feelings that somebody else has for you should not determine how you feel about yourself. The fact that somebody feels that they don't think you're smart, they don't think you're intelligent, don't think you're beautiful, don't think you're handsome, don't whatever, because they don't like, I don't know, your beard, they don't like your bald head, they don't like your eyebrows, they don't like your nose, they don't like your wrists, they don't like the way you speak, they don't like the way you walk, they don't like the things you talk about, they just don't like you. Them feeling that way about you should not be a reason for you to feel the same way about yourself. What you got to understand in life is that people who like you, who think you're something or someone worthwhile getting to know and be around, and there are people who just will never care. They will never look at you and think, wow, that's a person I really want to get to know. That's a person that I would love to have in my life. And therefore, you shouldn't get mad or angry when you meet those kind of people. And sometimes the people that do those things to us are the people that we have chosen to be in a relationship with, people who have chosen to date, people who have chosen to marry. Look, guys, not everybody's marrying you or getting into a relationship with you because of their honest intentions for you. They're getting with you because there's nobody better interested in them at this point in time. They're a bit depressed and they need somebody who's got good energy in their space. They really don't choose you above others. They're just accepting you because they can't get better. There are people like that. There are people who have chosen to do things with you for all the wrong reasons. That's why suddenly they don't want to be married to you. Suddenly they don't want to be dating you anymore. Or they have nothing but negativity to say to you. You know why? They never truly committed to you. They never were truly saying that this is the person I choose above all others. This was the person I chose because there was nobody better at that point in time. Right and then, I was not the most attractive guy or the most attractive girl. But now that I got money and I am attracting different kinds of females, or now that I'm more beautiful, I'm attracting different kinds of guys. I got Instagram likes, I'm popping, I'm blowing up on Facebook, I got a TV show, whatever reason it may be. It can be Tammy Lauren, for instance, right? She got a TV show, whatever. It makes girls behave a certain way. It makes people you're in relationships behave a certain way. Suddenly, when they look at you and refer to what they can now get in the world around them, they feel they can get better. And suddenly they're not in love with you. They feel like you're a chore, blah, 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 blah. You got to understand, that person's emotions about you don't matter. And you should be happy that this person is leaving you or even brings out that negativity to play, because you know what? It stops you from living in a fantasy that this person that you've been with, married to, or dating or whatever is really who you think they are down for you. They're proving they're not down for you. They're showing you they're not committed to you. They're showing you they never chose you. They're showing you they don't choose you. They're showing you they're not excited about you. They don't look at you and go, oh my God, I want to be with this person. So when you see that kind of behavior, the response should not be that, oh, I should be feeling bad about myself. I'm nothing. I'm trash. I am not enough. All that talk. Listen, guys, stop it. You should not let the assessment of another person about you become your definition of yourself, ever. If you've done some things wrong in the past in a relationship or friendship or whatever, you can admit that you were wrong to the people, apologize to the people that you did wrong to, and try to do better and be better. But even when you have done better and have done your best to be a person that is wonderful to be with, or to be a person that accommodates the other person, all you've gotten is a boot on your face. As a man, you know you got to take the red pill, obviously. But at the same time, you know that you got to understand that, look, this person ain't for you. There's a reason why this person is saying, well, this person is a chore. They're not going to take responsibility in that they stepped into your life. You didn't ask them to be in your life. You didn't force them to be in your life, right? You told them what you were down for. You wanted them in your life. You wanted to be with them. This is why you wanted to be with them. And they said, yes, I want to be with you. Then down the line, they start telling you, you're the chore. They don't want to be with you, Whatever, man. You deserve better than that. And it's a good thing that they're leaving and getting the hell out of your way, because you know what? You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that nonsense. It's absolute nonsense for somebody to marry you and then a few months in, a year in, or 2 years in, start telling you rubbish about how they, oh man, you feel like you're a chore. Or listen, don't let people into your life without making them pay the price to be there. That's also the main problem we have. A lot of us, yes, these people have made their opinions about us open to the world through their cheating, through what they say about us to their friends, what they say about us to everybody and their mother, if they can get an ear to listen to them, right? Now, how did these people end up in the position where they could even do that? That's really the true problem. The true problem is we let them into our hearts, we let them into our lives, because we did not spend enough time vetting them to say, you know what? Why is this person really in my life? Is this person really here for me? Is this person just biding time until they can get somebody better? How is their behavior? How is the words that they say to their friends, not to you, to their friends, telling you what their intention is? Don't assume just because somebody says, yeah, I want to marry you, or yeah, I want to be your girlfriend, or whatever, that their intentions for you are positive and good and kind and generous. They can have sinister reasons why they accepted. Oh, the guy that I really want to be with is not available. This is what Gone with the Wind is about. It's an old movie, but that's what it's about. It's about a girl who just will not commit to the one guy who just really wants to be with her. He's a stand-up guy, he's a really cool guy, but she's just so in love with this woman, with this guy that's in a relationship with another woman who happens to also be her friend. So she's so pining over this guy the whole time. By the time that this guy, who does give himself to her, eventually at some point, and they have a relationship and have a child, the child dies, at some point he just realizes, I'll never be able to get this girl to just sit down, look at me as the man in front of her, and appreciate me, and just love me, without all this other nonsense of always looking elsewhere for something else. There are just going to be people like that. No matter what you do, they will never choose you. There's nothing you can do. They will choose you if there's nobody else available. I remember somebody telling me that, oh, you know, if there was no other person, this person would have chosen you. I mean, like, I don't want to be chosen because there's nobody else to choose. I want to be chosen because despite all the people that are out there that this person can choose, they still choose me. Because that is somebody I know I can build with. Somebody that will always choose somebody else if there's better available, that's not worth my time. Because that's like me saying, you know what, I'm with a girl and I meet a girl who's prettier than her, a little bit more successful than her, who's interested in me, and suddenly I'm leaving her, I'm going with her because you know what, she's got more than you. That's absolute nonsense. At what point in your life are you going to be an adult enough to make a choice and stick to it and say, you know what, that is a better woman in terms of these parameters, but I choose this woman. That is a better man if you look at these parameters, but I choose this man even with his faults. There's got to be a point in time you got to realize that when people leave, or when people make their opinions or assessments of you, you can't use that to define yourself, because the issue is you will definitely never prosper by believing the negative perceptions or beliefs about you, but you definitely will if you believe in the positive, in the good about yourself, and you understand that you're valuable and worth something, and make sure because I'm valuable and I'm worth something, just like diamonds, just like a Rolex, just like a Bentley, there's got to be levels. There's got to be security gates that control access to me, control access to my heart, control access to my relationship, control access to you being able to say, that's my boyfriend or that's my husband. You've got to earn that right to be able to buy a Bentley, to be able to own a penthouse in New York. Therefore, they got to earn that right to be able to call you their boyfriend. And if they're not willing to do the things to earn that right to be your to be your girlfriend or to be your wife, it means they don't value you. And if they don't value you, they got no business being in your life, and you should find somebody who does, because you value yourself. You got to love yourself enough to give yourself the best, right? So you got to stop letting people who demonstrate that they don't value you, demonstrate through their actions, through their words, through their treatment of you, that they don't think anything of you, that you've got to stop giving their words value. You got to stop giving value to what they say about you. She can say, he's not that great of a guy, or he's not this, he's not that. Those words mean nothing. they mean nothing, because that's just that person's opinion. They're not facts. And those facts that that person, or rather that opinion that person has about you, will never negate how you feel about yourself, your willingness to improve yourself, and how the right person will think and feel about you. Because when the right person comes along and says, you know what, this is one hell of a good guy, and I don't even know how he's single, but oh, okay, other girls want him too though. But you know, if you take the red pill, you'll know that there'll be other girls that want you too, if you just open your eyes. And I realized that too as well. When I look back in the past, there's always other girls who wanted me, but I chose somebody, made the wrong choice, right? Now, you will realize that if you stick true to yourself, if you value yourself and you go after people that value you as much as you value yourself, you won't do right. You won't do wrong by yourself. But if you choose somebody that you're excited about but is not excited about you, somebody who's able to say negative about you, speak negativity into your life, but never say positive things about you, never supports you, is never there for you, you are the one putting this person in your life to be able to say these things, to be able to do these things. Listen, if you can never play on a team where the coach doesn't believe in you, it'll be sinister for the coach to know, I don't want this kid on my team, but I'm going to keep him on my team anyway. It'll be better to let that kid off the team, not choose him at all, and let him go play for a team that totally believes in his ability to improve and become better. And that's the team where he excels. Even if they will never win the championships, at least he'll have a good playing experience. And maybe that team can get him to become a champion. You never know. But you will never win playing for a team that doesn't value you, a team that doesn't support you, a team that has nothing but negative things to say to you and hates you, in fact, because the fact that they had to settle for you was basically an indictment. It was basically a proof of concept or a fact for them that they were a has-been, or they couldn't get better, or they were not good enough. Do you understand me? This is when you start hearing statements like, I am enough. And you're like, what are you talking about, man? You know, I am enough. Sometimes when women use it a lot. I am enough. What they mean is, I am enough to get better than you. Actually, that's what I thought about. It's like, it actually means I am enough to get better than you. But the whole time I thought I wasn't enough to get better than you. So I was settling for you because I didn't think I had enough, or I was successful enough, or beautiful enough, or had made the right decisions to be able to be enough for the next person. But here's the problem. The person they settled for has committed to them and given them everything in terms of emotion or otherwise to say, I really want to be with you. I've chosen you. But you're getting with somebody who hasn't chosen you. And that is where the problem starts. You've got to be very careful not to allow people who don't choose you to destroy you so that nobody else can choose you as well. Or that nobody else who deserves everything that you are, or the better that you deserve. Because listen, somebody who is supportive, cares about you, loves you, is into you, is willing to speak positivity into your life, is definitely always going to be better for you than a person who is equally as pretty as the other person but says negative things about you, never says good things about you, never tries to support you, is always looking for something better than you. Obviously, a person who chooses you is always going to be better. So that's why I always say, when I make these videos, I always say, you deserve better than somebody who's going to speak negativity on you. You deserve better than somebody who's going to choose somebody else over you. Because you know what? The person who is right for you will always choose you over other people. Do you understand me? Because in the world, we will always have options. I will always have options of other women. But I will make a choice for the woman I'm with. And my woman will always have other options. Even if they're just 2 or 3, there will always be options, and she's got to choose me. And that's what I expect. It's almost like one of the fundamental rules of the relationship is that I expect that you are choosing me above all other options. And if you are not, if this is not the best that we can have, if for instance, I find out that you are secretly pining for Jonathan or Donnie, or I don't know, whatever, Alejandro, I would rather let you go to Alejandro and leave me alone. Because you know what? I want somebody who, when they're not with me, thinks about me, wonders, damn, I'm so lucky to have that guy. I'm so lucky to be with that person. And if you are not having that kind of relationship right now, guys, I tell you right this minute, it's time you got better. You deserve better. You should have better. And like I said at the beginning, don't let people who make you feel anything less than you are into your life. And vet people. Make sure that their intent is correct. Make sure that they're true in the reasons that they're there. Just because somebody's holding your hand doesn't mean they're holding your hand because they believe because they want to walk down the aisle with you or because they want to spend their lives with you. It could be just because there's nobody else willing to go to the movies with me tonight. There's nobody else willing to take me to dinner. There's nobody else who thinks I am anything. And as long as I'm in this space, I'll be with you. The minute people start telling me that I am something, I will leave you as fast as I can. So guys, remember these things and do more, be more, become more on your purpose because you deserve it. The best life has to offer. And do you know why I know that? Because I know if you're listening to this, if you're a red pill guy, if you understand my CMAP CV, you are definitely a guy that's trying to improve himself and make himself better. And women deserve the best guy they can have. And that's usually the dudes that are working on making themselves better. All right, see you next time.